Well, hello everybody. I was asked about the work I'd done here on the house. I've been working on the place for about the past year because I had the money and I had the time. And I was asked for a picture of the place, but only a video. So there's so much going on here that, and the place is so big. One picture or a few pictures won't do it. So here's the video. I am way back at the corner of the property. And there's the overview that goes down into the valley. That comes from the road. That goes up to Ron and Jesse's house up on top of the hill there. Anyway, the work. This wall here, this rock wall, I'd put that up a few years ago. It's kind of crappy looking, but as you can see here, I extended it on down, starting here at the corner. And it goes way, way down there. Back. That's a tree. It goes clear back behind the house there to about the middle of the house. And I did that because there was already a rock circle out here. I've done some work on that. The front there needed rebuilt. It had been knocked down by deers and dogs. And the far side there is never really finished. A lot of it was buried in dirt, so got a little consistency on the rocks. This corner lot here, I haven't got to it for a while because I've been working on the carport and the shed and cleaning them out. But it's not too bad looking right now. I stayed on it all spring. And if you leave this stuff unattended, this corner lot, most of these weeds get 7 feet tall. They're real woody. So I can easily weed eat this stuff. The real woody stuff, I got it killed off for the season. I got a wisteria plant down there, put it on a trellis. It was about dead. Looking forward to see that vine out and flower. Down there's the well house. Let me get back in the yard. The well house, we built that several years ago, and I used to stain it, and it was just getting too much to maintain. That particle board would, fungus would start growing out of the cracks, so I siliconed all the cracks and switched from paint to, switched from stain to paint. Hopefully that'll hold up a few more years. So got it trimmed out in white now, which all the outbuildings used to be called the tool shed. I call it the workshop now because I fixed that all up. The carport, we'll get over there in a minute, but the outbuildings all match. Last fall I started painting the soffits on the house and plugging up holes. That started because I found out I was allergic to wasps, but they just had too many places to get in. The soffit really never got a real good paint job anyway. Eventually I'm probably gonna, this house is cedar, but eventually I will probably trim these windows out. You got just a white rectangular window and cedar wood around there. To me, that trim should be white, and that vent up the top on both ends of the house should be white. And eventually, I'm going to wrap it up for now, but eventually probably go ahead and paint the house, because for one, it'll match all the outbuildings, and two, the stain on this is expensive. It's cedar, but I just think paint would be easier to maintain and it would look better. So you got this discoloration and peeling off from the hot sun here. What else? Cut out a bush here because it was, for one, it was just like that one, and it crowds the porch. The little woman here's got way too many bushes in my opinion, but I took that one out and took, there was a huge one out there. You can see it's just starting to kill it out. But it was just like the one right there, except there were like 20 of them growing in that one spot. So it had to go. It was too big of a hassle to mow around. This circle removed a lot of big rocks, buried. Excuse me. There were some too big to take up. I just buried them. The grass is starting growing over that. You can see a rock out there at the end of the rock wall. See that lead rock? That was turned vertical. Very little of it was showing, but that's how big some of these rocks are in the ground. And well, if you hit one of them with a mower blade, you know, the riding lawnmower's got two blades on it, and about $60 a pop. So most of these rocks here have been either dug up or buried, and if I get further away, this circle drive here is it's come a long way. It's very mowable now. It's the grass has come in. I mean, when I first started working on it, it was a wilderness out there because nobody wanted to mow it. Little workshop, fresh coat of paint, replaced the 3 broken glasses and put in screens, put on a door, repaired the floor. The inside is all clean and organized. It was just a mess. Painted the propane tank up. There's a view of the house from over here. Carport.